Chapter 11. HowWeirdCanYouGet.com. Kyle and I looked at each other in horror. The beast was alive. He crawled up the lip of the mud pit, through the ash, and hung on the side of the pool, coated in black ooze, staring at us. I stared back, unable to move, to speak, to think. Finally, Kyle elbowed me. "What should we do?" he whispered. I hadn't a clue. I was so tired of the beast, so tired of fighting him. But when he lifted his head and started to roar, I knew I had to do something. "Mom!" I bellowed. Then I whispered to Kyle, "If Mom's here, he'll be a model, and we can put him in the bag." Then I yelled again, "Mom!" She came running. "What is it?" she said, panting slightly. She looked all around, trying to figure out what the panic was. "Look," I said, "he's alive." She took one look at the beast, frozen at the side of the pond, mud-caked arms and head emerging from the goo, and started to laugh. "You guys are so weird," she said, and she turned away. I made a face at Kyle to keep her talking. Kyle made a face back. He didn't want to. "Come on," I whined. "You have to." At least that's what I tried to say with my waving hands and scrunched up face. Kyle sighed and called out, "Mrs. Clark?" Mom turned and took a few steps back toward us. "Yes, Kyle?" I bent down to grab the leather bag. Can I get the recipe for your double chocolate cookies? They're really good." "Your mom likes to bake?" He shook his head. "I live with my dad." Mom nodded. "Sure, I'll photocopy the recipe for you." While they were talking, I scooped up the beast and dropped him into the leather bag, struggling to keep the beast in view of Mom, but the bag out of her sight. Kyle and I dragged ourselves inside and scrubbed off the mud. We went back outside when Mom called us to clean the ash and the clay from her garden. Then she sent us to scrub again and have a few more cookies. Finally, we headed upstairs to figure out a new plan. Kyle dropped the bag on the floor and shut my door, while I flipped on the radio to cover the beast's shrieks of rage. Kyle and I flopped on my bed, side by side. "What are we going to do now?" Kyle grumbled. I groaned. "No idea." We both sighed. "How did we get into this in the first place?" Kyle asked, shaking his head. "All from some stupid website," I moaned. Kyle sat up suddenly. "Show me." "What?" "Show me the website. Maybe it'll give us some ideas." We raced downstairs to the office. Kyle stopped at the doorway to look around, but I ignored Mom's desk and filing cabinets and went straight to the computer table. I sat at the keyboard, and Kyle pulled up another chair. I logged on and got onto the internet. In just a few minutes, the homepage for HowWeirdCanYouGet.com was loading. Kyle watched in silence. I glanced over as I waited. He had a funny look on his face. "What?" I asked. "I wish I had a computer at home," he said softly. "You have no idea how lucky you are." I shrugged, not wanting to make a big deal of it. Once we were on the website, Kyle and I started to skim through the ads. "There's the kit I ordered," pointing at the roaring dinosaur over the text. "Make a dinosaur come to life, 1995. We kept looking, muttering as we read the ads. "Turn your skateboard into a hoverboard. Talking masks. Hey, how about this one?" I said with an excited squeak. "Dinosaur too lively?" The picture with this ad was of a dinosaur rising up on its hind legs, claws slashing, mouth open in what looked like a gigantic roar. Kyle leaned forward and read the small print. "What is alive will be still, but only if sprayed when alive by the creator or owner. Only $69.95. "What?" I said, indignant. $20 to get into trouble and $70 to get out? What a ripoff! Kyle laughed. "Kind of clever, don't you think? It's not like we won't buy it." Then he paused. "You can buy it, can't you?" "I don't have $70, I said. "I have some allowance money, but I spent all my birthday money on the kit and the book. I spent all of my money on dinosaur stuff. How much do you have?" Kyle flushed. I stared. I'd never seen him turn red before. He turned away and mumbled, "I spent all my money too. I don't have a thing." "Nothing?" I asked, not believing him. He must have some change in a piggy bank at least. "Come on, Kyle, we have to do this. I can't pay for it all." He muttered something. "What?" I asked. "I don't have any money," he said, his voice tight. "I don't get an allowance. I said I have no money." I just sat there staring. "No allowance?" Kyle shook his head. "My dad doesn't make enough. He struggles just to pay rent and buy food. So no nice house, no computer, no allowance. Get it?" He sounded angry. And then, finally, I got it. Now it was my turn to flush. I reached around the computer to turn on the printer so Kyle couldn't see my face. Okay, I said while I printed out the ad. Let's count up what I have and then figure out how we can earn some more. Maybe Mom will pay us to dig the rest of the garden. Dad came home while we were logging out. He poked his head in to say hi and tried to hide his surprise when I wasn't alone. That I wasn't alone. I heard him in the kitchen while we were talking up the stairs. Walking up the stairs. Lucas has a friend over? Mom answered. They made a huge mess in the garden, killing off his new feathered dinosaur. It's the first time he's ever damaged one of his models, but they were having so much fun, I just fed them more cookies. See, Dad said, I told you you'd find a friend. I hurried Kyle up the stairs, hoping he hadn't heard any of it, but I could tell by the red on the back of his neck that he understood it too much. I emptied my piggy bank on my bed, and Kyle and I counted out my change. $17.32. I sighed and shook my head. I guess we'll be digging, I said. As we left my room, I saw Kyle hesitate for just a moment, and then stop to pick up the beast's bag. You can leave him here, I said, hating every word I spoke. Kyle shook his head. No, I don't have any money, but I can do this. I followed him down the stairs, blinking. Thanks, Kyle. We headed into the kitchen, where Mom and Dad were cooking dinner together. Mom, Kyle and I need some money for dinosaur stuff. Would you pay us to dig the vegetable garden for you? I tried to sound as excited about the possibility. She smiled down at me and ruffled my hair. Sure, just not as deep as your lake today, okay? I don't want any clay mixed in with my soil. Then she turned to Kyle. Do you want to stay for dinner, Kyle? Chicken stir-fry. Kyle looked surprised and then uncomfortable. I'd like to, but my dad will be expecting me. Another time then, Mom said with a smile. Kyle nodded and smiled back, just a little. I knew he was thinking about getting home to cook dinner for his dad. As he left, the bag over his shoulder, I told him to wait while I dashed into the garage. When I came back, I handed him an old pair of leather gloves. Mom buys a new pair every year. Just watch out for the holes in the fingertips. Cal and I worked every day after school. We dug the garden and helped Mom clean out the flower beds. When she saw how hard we were working, she let me order the kit on her credit card. But it's coming to me, and I won't let you have it until you pay me back in full, she warned. Then she sent us out to turn the compost. When it rained, we cleaned the garage. We washed the van and then vacuumed and cleaned it inside. Every day she had a new job for us. Every day she marked $5 off for each of us against the loan. On Friday, when Kyle and I got home from school, dreading our next job, Mom just smiled and handed us a package. Look what arrived today. We still owe you a little, I said. My hands trembled as I held the box. I know, but you guys have really impressed me with how hard you've worked, so the last bit is my treat. I grinned. Thanks, Mom. You have no idea how great this is. Then Kyle and I raced each other up the stairs.